Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a picture here that we see in front of you. This is a free picture from Mariola Budek. If you go to her Facebook page, she has this, and it's just the sweetest little bunny. You can do it in light grayscale or in dark, depending on which one you like to color on. I picked this one, so we're going to color it in a bunch of different grays and different pencils. So I have Polychromos, Luminance, and Derwent Lightfast pencils out in gray tones, a few little brown tones, and we're going to see if we can get this to look really cute. And we're going to start off with, oh, I don't know, probably the Polychromos. So I just took out a bunch of grays. We've got like warm gray, dark sepia, cool gray, got some walnut brown just because we want some brown in there, nougat, and some yellow ochre, Payne's gray. I'll leave all these pencils down in the description box because I don't even know if I'm going to be able to tell you what I'm using when I'm using it. I'm going to put them on the other side so you don't have to see my arm running across the page though. And they're just kind of darks, grays and light grays with a few tones of red, or not red, browns in them. Excuse me. So I'm going to get the camera down and we're going to get started. Okay, I'm going to take in the first color, which is a Lightfast, and it's the Fossil Gray. And we're going to kind of go over in this area here on the kind of bridge of his little tiny cute nose. And I'm just going to bring in some of this color. Try to get the same amount on both sides. We're going to leave kind of a little highlight here and a highlight under here, but I don't want it quite that big, so I'm going to bring some of that color down towards the eye on both sides. And this is going to start with a little bit of a pinkish brown tone here. Bring some of this up. And we're going to bring some of it down towards his nose too. Keep in mind that this nose hair goes this way. This nose hair will go up and out on both sides. And we can bring it under his eye too. Just lightly putting in some of that color. We're going to put a little of this under his little mouth over here. And around his nose. And we're going to take some of it up to his ears. I have to thank Kenny. She showed me this picture, and I just fell in love with it and thought, well, I could probably color that one before I get into all the stuff I have to do today. I'm hoping. We're going to put a little of it down in here too. So yeah, Mariola Budek's art page. It's a Facebook page. I can leave a link to that down below. Just too cute. Put a little more of that around his nose here. We're also going to go around his eye in here and back here with that. Just like that. Okay, then we're going to go in with a little bit of Oyster. It's a very soft color. I'm going to go up a little higher. Put a little of this down in his chest too. Then in his paws and down here. His little tail. And over here on his back. I'm going to be going around the whole bunny here in all these soft colors. And we'll do his little foot here too. I should bring back in the fossil gray that I had used. Okay, now we're going to bring in some French gray. I think we'll start with yeah, the 30% is what I have here, and this is a Luminance. So French gray 30%, 803. Darken this area up here. And down across his legs. Sorry, I'm just watching where I'm putting it down. And then up in his ear again. Okay, another color in. We're going to bring in a tiny bit of the blue, so Arctic in the Lightfast. It's a very light color, but we have a lot of brown going on, and I want to bring in a little blue to knock it down a little bit. Do it around the eyes. Go up a little higher on the forehead here. On his chest, and his little paws. I mean, it's basically over everything we just went over. His little tail. color. We're going to bring in a French gray. Just noticed my fingers got interesting colors on it. Sorry. French gray, 10%. Start back up here. Did I mention this is Luminance? Bringing that hairline upward. Do the same thing over here. Darken it right in there a little bit. Bring some of that up. Just kind of bringing it up into the ear, leaving some white spots there. I want a very soft transition. So we're a really fluffy bunny. I'm going to bring a little more of that fluff out here. Okay. Back down here. Hold on. Okay, we just go right over the little antenna of this butterfly. Make some of that dark, but we're going to leave some white space. Okay. Same over here. Go where it's the darkest, but leaving white in there. And just being cute. Okay, we're going to do these little posies here. Darken those up a bit, just on the tips. underneath this flower. If we get it on the flower, I'll just erase it. Don't worry about it. I never do. Pull some of that fluff out. Not how fluffy I want his chest yet. Okay, now our back. We got it fluffing in, but we also want it fluffing downward. So we're going to have to get some of that fur coming this way. So I may have to erase some of that in here, because it's going the wrong direction for me. There we go. And then we'll just get this to go the way I want it to go with this pencil. We'll get it going that way. And I'll bring in a darker one to fix that up. And then go that way and come down here. This leg is going to come in just a little bit further and cover up. So then we just worry about that hair. But this hair is going to come down a little. So I'll bring in, I'm going to bring in the Caran Aquarelle White. I've heard this does some nice things to cover up some lines, so I'm going to see what it does. It's going to soften everything. I want those little lines gone, so I'm going to pull it up in here too. Just soften all those pencil lines. Go around the eye here. Soften that up a little bit. Just kind of softening things. Nothing like trying something new. So far, we're turning out pretty cute. Okay, we're going to bring in, not you, you're later. Let's see. Sepia. Luminance, 10%. Okay. Going to bring that down a little here. Now with that white, I turned the direction of the fur here to go downward. And this one to come out, and we just want to very lightly go over some of those areas, leaving white, changing the direction of that fur so it makes a little more sense. Come down around his back, very gently over here to where his there we go, just like that. Down into his fur here. Chin. A little bit of little cheek there. Coming up a little towards the center of the nose here and away from the face. Back up to his ears. I'm going to give him little fingers there too, little pots, pads, his little toes. And the tail. I keep forgetting about this little foot over here all the time. Let's get a little toe going there. Be another one over here. That's his secondary foot over on that side. Okay, all those pencils on that side so I know what colors I'm using, and we're going to go in with Polychromos gray number 2, cold gray. Going in with the little lines up and around. And bring it all the way down. Turn your pencil occasionally to get a nice sharp point. So you can see all those little hairs. I want to be doing this and not see them. And we're going to bring this fur in here. Very lightly in here. Okay, bring in cool gray, 5. Okay, there's a leaf that comes up here that I'm coloring over. I don't care if I'm coloring over it, how's that? I'm coloring over it because it's behind his fur, because I made him fluffier. So we'll just continue to color over it and let it come out on that side. Pull some of that up in here. And just accent those little lines that I had already brought in. I'm just darkening some areas. And just like that. I'm going to keep this as his whiskers, so we're going to darken those. We're going to put some little dots in here. And I'm going to try to follow those out. That may have been a little too long, but that's okay. Bunnies have long whiskers. Go, and we have one over here. Right about there. That was a little dark, but we'll lighten that up. And another one over there. Okay. We could take in our white here and lighten that up a little bit. We're going to give him a little pink nose, so the pinkest color I brought out, which I could just go in and get another pink. What are you? Do you have a nice soft, oh I know, the Holbeins have got that really soft cherry pink. What is it called? Boom, boom, boom. Cherry blossom. We're gonna give him a little bit of a pink on his nose. A little pink down here. And I'm gonna add a little pink under his eyes here. Cuteness factor. We're going to add it up in his ears up here too. So that is just the Holbein going in there. And the nose. Okay. Then I am going to put a little Payne's gray in here. We're going to darken up the eye area. Okay, they're going to be a little nose here. Get a little white. Prisma white. Lighten those areas up a little bit. Then I'm going to bring in some brown. I have some walnut brown. Make him have brown eyes. Then we're going with black. And I'm going to use the Prisma black. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of Yellow Ochre in there too, just to give it a little bit of a glow. I'm going to make this one just a bit more into there. Okay, then we're going to bring in, we'll bring in the pink again. I'm going to sharpen that though. I could sharpen it a little more than that, I think. I'm sorry. I wanted a point on it and I did not even get close. I'm going to put the little pink in here. And on this side. And a little black down in here too. Something about that eye is bothering me, but I need to get some Posca in it. Okay, a little Posca. We're just going to go over the lines here. A little sparkle. Okay. Going to take in some of this gray and we're going to darken up his mouth under here. And she had his mouth going this way. Use our eraser here. Give him a smaller little mouth there. Okay, now we're going to take in some buff titanium here. Blend anything that I'm not crazy about. Right in here in the nose. Blend that fur in there. all the way up. I think I'm going to erase this. I don't like this line here. If I can get it a little lighter, that would be great. There we go, it's lighter at least. And then we'll go over that with this. And just kind of soften everything up here. Bring that down. Bring that into the tail too. Bring it into the feet. Alright, now the next thing I'm going to do is get out a little bit of ink. Okay, I'm going to bring in a little of pumice stone. It's still kind of in the same family here. And I'm just going to darken some areas like the bottom of his tail and bring some of that up. Just softly bring it up. Very, very little on this. Just taking it and dabbing it on there and then just bringing some of that color in. Okay. Barely any on, and I'm just tapping it onto the pad here. Just bringing in some color. Barely touching it. But you can tell that's darkening it up. Okay. Still adorable. Really cute little bunny. No, that's way too bright. I don't want that color. I thought about bringing in another color. So, I think, what colors do I have out here? This is a little sepia. Darken this up a little bit here. Sepia 50% luminance. Want it just a little deeper under the eyes. Okay, and if you think that got a little too deep, you can either erase it or lift it however you like. I'm going to just erase a little tiny line in here. Put all that fur down. We don't want to just make a solid line. So right there. I want it out, but I want it still there, so I'm just going to go over it with the buff titanium there. Then just add a little line right there, very lightly. Then we'll go in with the Prisma Black. Go over this area again and just a little out here. Okay, I'm going to do a little work here on the mouth too. Want that a little lighter there. Put in some little freckles in our whiskers and then just rub it a little bit. And I'm going to put a little highlight in his nose here. There. Looks a little better. And then we have all the flowers and the butterflies to do. Let's see if we can get this. I'll at least do one flower and one butterfly. Leaves are I'll do one of them too. Lighten this down here a little bit. Okay, flower, 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 flower. Center of the flower, we're going to go in here with the yellow ochre. Only two of those. And then some Persian orange. Then we're going to bring in the Prisma white and just kind of smush it around a little bit. And then bring back in the yellow ochre and just go over it. I'll darken it a bit more on this side. Okay, the flowers are going to be shaded, so we're going to get some of the French gray, 10%. Put that in there. There is a little shadow line on these, and you can follow that. So, like, right at the base of all of these, add a little more color. Guys in the back, shadow them a little more. and do the tips and bring them in. Same on this one, and this one you're just going to go upward. Go with the curve of the petals. Okay, and we'll bring in a little bit of the buff titanium. Just gonna go over those. Not the whole thing. You want to leave some white on them. Okay, then we will take in some Prisma white here and just go on one side of it, just where you want the highlight. And I'll just brighten it up a little bit. Okay, butterflies. We're going to have to bring in some green here too, so we might as well pull out some polys in green, I guess. Okay, so we just pulled out May green, olive green yellowish, and chromium green opaque. So we'll put the May green on the lightest part where we want it. Then we'll go in with the olive yellowish, olive green yellowish. A couple of green thingies around here. Okay. Then the green, chrome green opaque color. That one a little longer. Throw a few more in here. Gonna throw some up around the feet. Let's pull out another color and add some in that color. And we'll bring in some of the yellow ochre too. Throw that in. Okay. Butterflies, butterflies, butterflies. Okay, butterflies. We're going to kind of use the same colors we had. So the yellow ochre, the Persian orange. I brought in dark cadmium yellow and cadmium yellow. We're going to kind of make them the kind of Marnock type butterflies. So we're going to go in with the light yellow, the first one. And we're just going to do these areas. Every other area is going to be done in black. So one butterfly and then I'll do the other one off camera. Then we're going to bring in the dark cadmium. And we're going to bring in the Persian orange. go back and darken that a little bit. These are such tiny little dots here. Oh, gotta turn it, sorry. Okay, just put those over there. And in with black. This is the Prisma black. So we're going to go around it. And if we think we need more of these little things in here, we can definitely add them before we color it all in black. So just gonna finish these up here. And then I'm thinking we might want to put a few more of these in here. So we'll take that corner and we'll put one in there, one there. This can come up to there, and then we'll put one there. So we will add those colors back in here. Okay. Then we'll go back in with the black. If we put something solid behind here, it will probably color a little easier. The thing I have on my desk is a pad, and need kind of a heavier, sharper lines, and press down a little harder and you'll get the true black come out. Okay. I'm going to take that one out because I didn't like it. Since I put it in, who cares, right? Okay, then we're going to go, I'm going to just do one wing here so you kind of get the idea. In with the Posca. Then we're going to add in the little white dots going around the edge. And then in here, there are 3 little dots. So we're going to add that in like that. Okay, it's a black body on the little guy, so we can do him. And then his antenna. And we will just take a little bit of Arctic and put it in the highlighted area. So, yeah, we'll just finish all the wings like that and do that little guy up there. And I'll probably just throw a little bit of a green down here in a distress ink. If I could find it real quick, I would do that for you. Here we go. Peeled paint. And we'll just use the other half of this one. And we'll just run it around the bottom here. Bring it up into the grass. A little bit more over here. Oh yeah, I forgot there was a blade of grass up there by his little mouth. So we better put that in. There's one up here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is show you a picture at the end, because I think this is long enough. And I'll just get this one colored in and the rest of this butterfly here colored in, and get you a picture at the end. I hope you enjoyed, because that's it for me today. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care, everyone. If you have any questions, leave them down in the description box below. And I will see you in the next one. Bye now. Take care.